So, very good morning to you. Welcome along to Eclipse Motorcycles. Out today riding with RB. We're looking at this today, which is the LXR 125, and this is in the gunmetal grey, as they call it. Silver over blue, or blue over silver, whichever way you like it. Just looking from the front, just check out in the sunlight, obviously that pearlescent paint on the blue looks absolutely lovely. It's got a lovely sparkle to it this morning. You've got your daytime running light to the front, and then them two Hawkeye bulbs. We'll just get down a little bit low, you can just see those two LED bulbs at the front. A nice grille as well, and those lovely big wide mirrors. Now these do come out quite a way, so when we sit on the bike I will show you how far out they come. LED indicators to the front, and then obviously walking around the side of the bike, very easy just to check the coolant tank here. Water cooled machine on this, and that lovely stainless Lexmoto can to the back. Now these LXRs do come with a really good set of rubber on them now. They've really improved the tyres on these, absolutely superb. You've got the disc brakes to the front, and obviously disc brakes to the rear. Nice single disc to the rear on that bike, and those nice big chunky dual discs to the front. That's got a combined braking system on this one. So front brake will operate one of the front discs, the rear brake will operate the opposite disc on the front, and that rear disc to the rear. Nice set of rear pegs on it, and it is a very nice bike. This only comes with a side stand on this, no main stand on this, obviously being a sports bike, side stand only, and those lovely grated pegs, so there is a nice bit of grip on those foot pegs as well. We're just going to sit on the machine, and obviously I'm just going to show you. Looking in that mirror, I've got literally, my shoulder comes to about here. The rest is all road view, and the same on the opposite side of the bike as well, so very, very good view of the road. Just firing up the dash as it runs through its duty cycle. Now this is set in miles per hour. So currently 1 mile on the bike. Plenty of fuel in it. Controls on this, we've got the kill button here, start buttons below, and the running lights on this. So your middle one will operate your centre light, your running light. The outside one operates those two Hawkeyes on this. So you get a nice mix of lights on this. Over on this side of the bike on the left, you've got the horn to the bottom. Nice and loud. Indicators, main beam, dip beam, and you've got the pass light to the rear as well. And all your functions do come up here, so you've got neutral, engine management, all your indicators come up here, and just here for left and right. Nice view of that rev counter. So firing the bike up and off the button, and that's sitting around about 2000 RPM on this. And when you engage gear, first gear, just up on the screen, it will show you what gear you're in. So if I just click through that, we'll go up to the neutral, it goes 0. Then if I click up to second, third, into fourth, and then into fifth. So just clicking down through the box again, and we'll start down in first gear. A nice sound from that Lexmoto water-cooled engine as well. So we're just going to move off, do my ride test. Now, as I've said numerous times before, obviously we try and stick to 40 miles per hour on this for the purposes of running in. As they say on all Lexmoto management sheets that we get, the first 500 kilometers, 40 mile an hour, which is 311 miles, get a service out the way, and then you're good to go to 50 mile an hour up to your second service, which is 932 miles, 1500 kilometers, and then once you've got that second service out of the way, you are absolutely good to go. So just sitting in fifth gear, taking it nice and easy, and just bring the speed up slightly. Nice steady 38 for the moment. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to change the ride circuit slightly. So we're going to go down the dual carriageway, and then we're going to do round a load of roundabouts just to show you the road holding of this bike, and we're going to crack up approximately 20 miles on this bike. And with these little LXRs, they are absolutely one of the best sellers this year. I think the only thing that outsold it this year was one of the big brand bikes, but obviously sales of LXR 125s are one of the biggest sellers at the moment for 2019 and 2020. I did have 4 of these in stock, and they have all sold. We do have an SE still available, and I've got an LXR 380 that is also still available. So currently sitting 41, 42 mile an hour just for the purposes of ride testing. And I believe the next batch of these is going to be end of July, beginning of August. So if you did want one of these, what the dealers are doing is pre-ordering. So which means that you can place a deposit, hold a bike for when it comes into stock. Once it's in stock, that bike is secured as yours, which is what we have done on the last lot of bikes that came in. Obviously customers have been waiting for these quite a while. They've already placed deposits, waiting for them. This one is going out to a customer in the next couple of days, and it's had all of its PDIs, QCs, bolt checks, been over this bike with a fine-tooth comb. All it needs now is for me to get out and just get the miles on this bike, check everything is all A-OK. Now so far when we've had LXRs in, 99.9% of the time they are absolutely spot on. We have absolutely zero issues with these LXRs, so very, very good build process at the factory. Well done, Lexmoto. And then what I'm also going to do on this ride circuit is just do a few of my brake checks on this. So what I tend to do is front brake check, rear brake check, check all the controls, check the levers are all at the right height, which they are. Absolutely spot on, dead level on these controls. And then what I also tend to do is do a lock to lock check, just to make sure that none of the controls or the handlebars foul on the tank, and they don't. They are absolutely spot on as well. So we had quite a good weekend this week. A lot of people coming in looking at new bikes. Obviously with what's going on across the UK at the moment with the coronavirus, people are opting to not use public transport and they're getting themselves a motorcycle. And the best thing for social distancing, guys, get yourself a motorcycle. You're 2 meters from absolutely anybody, and what a better buzz to be on one of these and just riding. Now obviously I've done a lot of riding over the weekend. Had the big bike out yesterday and went off for a run, and met up with a couple of Lexmoto owners, and we poddled round at 50 mile an hour. So I had a good run out with a few owners yesterday, and it's back into the garage this week. Obviously more bikes in prep and a lot more ride tests to do. So coming up this week I am going to try, fingers crossed, to get out on the Riot. Loads and loads of people have been in the showroom looking at the Riot saying we absolutely love the bike. When are you going to do a ride vlog on it? That is imminent, but obviously it is time dependent because I am doing a lot of ride tests at the moment, and my time at the garage is very, very limited, obviously with bike sales, calls, servicing requirements for all the customers that we have in. So we're just going to come in to the lights, and I know for a fact that this is going to, maybe it won't change on me, so we'll get this at the next set of lights. Just coming down through the box, and a nice handful of front brake, and we're just going to pull it in hard. Stops on an absolute sixpence, this bike. Once again I've got that smell, the smell of new bike burning off. Glorious. So just coming around the roundabout, obviously I'm on fresh rubber, and I did do a quick weave before we started the video on this, just to obviously check that the rubber was nicely bedded in. Got a bit of dirt on the tyres. So just looking down at those controls, very, very easy to see what gear you're in, what you've got in your tank, how many miles you've done. So currently 4.1 in, another 16 to go. And we're just waiting for the lights to change. Just stepping in, position 3 at the moment because I've got a lorry to the front of me. Quick shoulder check, move to the inside lane. We're going to come on the back brake this time, and once again that combined braking. kicking down very, very well. Very easy to see your indicators as well, flashing away down there. Once again, nice bit of lean on the bike, just pushing it gently into that corner. And that rubber is gripping absolutely superb. Suspension on this really does the job, soaking up them bumps. And this seating position tucks you nicely into the tank, knees tucked in as well. And once again sitting a nice steady 42. So I'm going to come off the end of the dual carriageway here, change the circuit up a little bit. A lot of people have said to me, we're sick, I know every inch of that dual carriageway. Yes, I know you do, guys, but it's quicker for me to get the mileage down these dual carriageways than it is to obviously do an urban circuit where I'm having to mess around, stop start, stop start, stop start. Just bring that lorry in on the flash button, which is quite handy, just to let him know that he has passed me. Trying something different. We're going to go round town now with it, get a little bit of mileage on round town, get a few more miles, and then obviously I'll wind the video up and get the final 5 on without you guys. But a couple of things that we did over the weekend. Obviously Saturday was a very, very busy day at the garage. A lot of bikes have been sold again. So if you are in the market for a new motorcycle, as I keep saying, Eclipse Motorcycles, go to Facebook and have a look at their Facebook page, Eclipse Motorcycles. Look for the 2 Royal Alloy scooters that are on the front page, or the picture of the scooter and the Mini. Or you could go on the website eclipsemotorcyclesmk.co.uk. Obviously that site is still in construction at the moment. We've got most of the bikes on, but we're still obviously adding bikes, but it's finding time during our busy schedule to actually spend a bit of time listing stuff up on the webs. And if you know how long posting takes and listing everything, it does take us a while to get stuff up. So best thing to do is give the guys at the garage a call. It's 01908 643 603. Have a chat with them, see what we've got left in stock. Currently I think we've got 52 bikes. I have them all over the workshop, I've got them in the showrooms. I have bikes everywhere at the moment, and I believe I've got about 31 to 35 bikes that are actually going out over the next couple of weeks. So we are going through stock very, very quickly. So if you are into a new bike, don't leave it to the last minute, guys. Currently at about 3-week prep on these, due to the amount of bikes coming through, because we do our 7-stage PDI, all the checks on the bike, making sure everything is all okay. So just coming down into the 30s now. And then obviously if you fancy following my channel, then you can, easiest way to do it, I always say to everybody, you can find it on YouTube, you can find me on Insta, Twitter, Facebook, all the social media channels. Best thing to do is jump on the website, and all my social media links are on the website, revbomb.co.uk. Just jump on the website, merch shops in there, so if you fancy a t-shirt or cup, hat, phone holders, we do all the Rev Bomb merch in there. I'll just have a quick run around town and just feed it through a few more of these roundabouts. And this thing just handles so superb. And we're just going to go down the back, and obviously if you know Bletchley and Milton Keynes, you'll know I'm going to be heading for Simpson. And, I'm just going to do a bit more of the urban route under the flyover, and then back down the dual carriageway. And just coming down to what the bikers know as Wheelie Bridge. Unfortunately I've got a red light on this one, so, and on this little LXR 125 I'm not going to be doing that either. And as you can tell, there's an alarm going off in my pocket, so it's telling me you've been out for 35 minutes roughly on this. Come on, bridge. There we go. Simple reason we call this Weirdy Bridge. Come over the top. That's where you normally pop the front wheel, as long as you're in a decent line. Won't be doing it on this though. So even on a nice urban route and throwing it through the twisties, absolutely beautiful. Just soaks up those corners. But what a machine. Absolutely 100% a beautiful ride. So very quickly, my top 5 looks 10 out of 10. Fuel economy spot on. 125 liquid cooled. Loads of miles to the gallon out of this. Reliability, water cooled engine. I'm not going to go far wrong with a water cooled engine. Comfort, reliability, 10 out of 10 guys. Overall, it's going to be the big 5-0 from me. This has got to be one of the better bikes that Lexmoto do. Obviously all of them are good, but this one just is the icing on the cake, and it just handles oh so well. Love the sound of that exhaust as well. Just pulling it through that box, effortless. So Lexmoto LXR 125, if you want one of these, get your pre-orders in, guys. You know, if you happen to be local Milton Keynes, give us a call. If you're other end of the country, you're watching this video, lexmoto.co.uk, click find a dealer, put your postcode in, you will find your nearest Lexmoto dealer. And I would say most of the dealers on that page are very, very good ones. So make sure you check out a garage before you go and buy. You know, check out their feedback, check out their quality, what they offer you. That'd be the best thing for you to do. If you are local to us, give us a call, 01908 643 603. Eclipse Motorcycles. Follow my page, revbomb.co.uk is the website. You find all my social media links on the media page. If you're watching the YouTube, don't forget, subscribe, like, smash the hell out of the notifications. And please feel free to leave any comments. You know, I like the negatives as well as the positives. I try to answer everybody that I can. Hopefully you enjoyed this, and if you are looking at the LXR 125, it hopefully swayed your mind and you've come to a decision on it. But thank you very much for viewing. Until the next time, this is RB Rev Bomb signing out, wishing you be well, stay safe, ride carefully, and until the next time, it's a goodbye from me.